All right. Apparently, OBS forgot where to find my mic. Hopefully that means I'm online now. Hope you all are having a great day. All right. Yeah, sometimes when I restart OBS, it goes to a default microphone instead of the microphone that's obviously plugged in, connected, and attached. So I have to retrain it every now and then. All right, y'all. How's everybody doing today? We got David Dutcher in the house. Jacob Miller, Storm Pooper says hey. TT Bolt says hello. TT Bolt, younger brother of Usain Bolt. Johnny King says greetings, Darth Loquitur. Straw Hat Crab says hello, DL. Happy Saturday. Making some dad jokes over here. Yeah, nice. David Dutro says facing my fiercest opponent in GAC. Of course, that means we're similar galactic power. When you fight somebody that's at the same galactic power, then yeah, you know you got a good opponent, right? That's pretty funny. I feel the same way. If I see one person in the bracket that has like similar galactic power to mine, I always figure that's the person I'll be facing in the finals if I make it there. Yeah, that's awesome. My lip reading isn't great, says Johnny King. Yeah. Got a lot of hello there's. Aloha Inquisitors says love machine. It's been a while since I caught a stream. Well, welcome back. Fellhammer in the house. Good evening, DL. Hey, Fellhammer, how's it going, man? Jeff Lowe says hello there. Niamiko in the house. TT Bolt says not really brother of Usain. I'm French, but very nice. I laughed a lot. All right. Well, first things first, it's our Fleet Arena payout time. So as usual with the Saturday stream, I'm going to chat with chat. I'm going to answer any questions that y'all might have, but I'm going to do so while paying a little bit of attention to these fleet arenas because, you know, wow. Number 20, huh? All right, we have to stop off and beat this guy real quick. This is a cheater in our shard. He somehow beats executors and profundities with this trash fleet with Darth Vader and like Gear 8 rebel ships. So clearly he's got some kind of cheating program. I don't even know how cheating works. Do you guys know how cheating works in this game? I think it's something where like your characters and ships don't go below 0 hit points. Like there's something that makes it so they just don't recognize 0 hit points. And then whatever you start with stays on the field or something like that. I really don't know. I honestly don't even know how the cheats work. But clearly this fleet has no business being here, so if I see it anywhere on the way up, even though it's not an efficient way to play Fleet Arena, I gotta push him down in the bracket, just out of principle. That person's been reported like 27 times for cheating, but yeah, they're doing it in Fleet and Squad both, and yeah, nothing gets done about it. It's frustrating, but yeah, I mean, even if they won't do something about him, then at least what we can do, yeah, every time we see him, push him down, make it so at least he has to fight more battles and make it a little bit harder. All right, let's see what we got over here. We'll go in on a TCO, same thing. We'll just try to get some fleet placement here. Fellhammer says he's doing well. Need to do a collab again someday, Fellhammer. We've had some pretty funny moments together. We need to find some reason to get you back on stream or back on a video. I don't know. I'm entertained by Fellhammer. I think Fellhammer's a funny guy. All right. Jeff Lowe says, R5 Bosk and Dengar held me up from a full clear. Backwall stuff or just randomly placed bounty hunters with too much recovery? Dengar, under Bosk lead, it can be pretty sticky to deal with for sure. Let's see if we can pop Beskar at least through that first instance. Then I'm going to switch over to IG-88, and basically what we're going to do, we're going to hurt both of these ships. We're going to try, if we don't kill one or the other of them, then the other one will be, okay, we killed one. So that way at least it only gets to heal one ship, and then we can get a kill right after that. But in this case, we had enough to get through. Mando's already been killed. Razor Crest has already been killed once, so it's on its second instance of being around. We'll take that out as well. And Anakin's ship. Interesting. Take that out too. Even once you've got everything else off the field, Houndstooth is just such a pain. That ship is so good. All right. I just got to wait for the Tantive. And once we get that up, the battle is ours. All right, here we go. We got the plans downloaded. It's time for them to go chase after our little ship. See you later, guys. Bye. All right, put it on auto and check with chat. Burrs D says, hey, Darth Speaks, how's it going? It's good. It's good. Dalton Miles in the house. Arva says hello. Johnny King says, I heard since it's a local client, it changes the stats of your characters to ridiculous levels. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So you like load your battle and then put it in. So maybe you load in with the client that pumps your characters up. Then you do it in like airplane mode, and then once you get the victory, you just release it for the win. I wonder if that's how it works. Or maybe you don't even have to use airplane mode. Maybe it just gives you local modified stats. I don't know. It's why would you do that? I mean, what's the fun in winning if you cheated, right? Isn't the whole point to play fairly squarely by the rules and know that you beat other people? that to me is like, I don't know. Maybe that's just like some sense of justice and rule following that I have or whatever. I'm sure other people have the idea of, hey, if I can do it and get it, then, why not? I don't know, just the spirit of competition. The spirit of competition is following the rules. Now, granted, there's always some rules that you can stretch. You can push the rules to the limit. Anybody who's ever played poker knows what I'm talking about. You got to follow the rules, but man, there's betting strategies and ways to play psychology on your opponents, and it's not just about the cards you get. The cards you get are a very small part of playing poker. It's interesting. I'm no good at poker. I have no poker face. I must have like 1,000 tells or something. Because, like, I don't know. I tell jokes to my wife and stuff like that, but she knows when I'm, like, leading her on. Because I have no poker face. I can't hide it. I am obvious in my attempts at deception. I like blackjack, though. Like, if I go to a casino or Vegas or any place like that, I do quite enjoy playing blackjack. Not a big poker fan, but play some blackjack. All right, let's get over here. Against this team with Padme, it's wisest just to save my auto execute until we can get the ult off on Kenobi. Once you get the ult off, you can ignore taunts. You can get back over here on Padme. I like to kill Padme second while I've got my high ground going on, and then usually makes the rest of this battle pretty easy. That is one of the things about getting a really good Galactic Legend team that allows you to compete for a top spot in Squad Arena. You do get to know like the teams of all of the rest of the people in your squad, and so you can basically just play to beat the players that are in your shard once you know how their teams work. I think most people are in the same boat as me. They play a little bit for squad once they get a team that can play that way, but nobody's really like changing up their Squad Arena team and trying to fool people and hold rating like it used to be a couple years back. People did crazy stuff to try to hold on to their rating. Now it's just kind of like you throw your best team in there, and that's the same team you'll be fighting against for, you know, a year. Let's just go ahead and reduce his armor. Put it on auto. Let the game figure it out, and get back to chat. Jeff Lowe says, back wall, I had nothing left punching up. Yeah, there's value in putting like one good relic team on your back wall. Like even, you know, I put Kenobi on the front wall. I think I still have one decent team on the back wall. At least some relics, you know, some clones and whatnot. So that if they use up a bunch of resources getting to that front wall, they might end up low on resources on the back wall. That happened to me in the last GAC too, right? I ran out of teams with one team left to beat on the back wall. We got the win on that. We got the win. We did get the win on that one. Ooh, look at this. Shiny new SLKR in the house. Let's try to beat up a Padme team with our clones. I'm surprised at how well these clones hold on defense. Like, I get in the top 200, and if I put it in another team and mess around with it, the other teams drop hard. These clones can, like, pretty much, I don't know, I think people just don't fight them. They see other easier teams and they just don't fight them. Alright, take a bunch of clone turns here. Work on getting Rex's aerial advantage. Against the Padme team, if you have this clone team early, and this works also with the clone bomb version of the team, I promote that as a really good early game team for a lot of different accounts. So you basically, you take these clones, you relic 5s to a pretty high relic level, and you just play the team in a way where you go ahead and get one of the clones killed. You don't care. Like my ARC Trooper for a long time on the Loquitur account, I think my ARC Trooper was like 4 stars in gear 8. And you're just looking for an intentional sacrifice on 5s. So you've got 5s relic to a high level, and I put a ton of speed and offense on him in that comp. Take out Anakin first, get rid of the damage threat. And then 5 sacrifices intentionally very early on in the fight. The other clones get his stats, and especially, like I said, getting that speed and offense across all the clones. And then you get a lot of turns and hit really hard with your clones, and you can take out, once all the clones have that sacrifice, you can take out some pretty huge opposing teams with it. So that's the idea. This is 5s, so we don't have to worry about the aerial advantage on the other side. So then when you play against teams like Padme with these clones, that's all you're doing. You're looking for the sacrifice. They killed my Shock T, which is inconvenient. But you're just looking to get the sacrifice and then take a lot of turns and use aerial advantage to kill Anakin, then Kenobi, then Padme, and then clean up whatever's left over. It's a pretty straightforward little team to play. I like giving advice to people that's good, that can, help them with the game. And that's a team that'll be good with 1 relic on it. It's good with 5s. Even at gear 12, it's already good. You can already beat Grievous teams and some stuff like that with it. Pretty straightforward. All right, how long before we can fight in the fleet again? Oh, we're already there. Look at that. Yeah, we'll just pick another best battle we can go into here. Sean Unavailable says, can't work out GAC. I faced a 2 million account with a 5 million and a 5 million with a 2 million. That's funny. If you have a 5 million account and you fought against a 2 million account, that's got to be somebody who's doing like old style GAC where they protecting their galactic power and only building the best characters and putting stuff at Relic 0. I mean, in the old system, if you protect GP and you only do like the very best galactic power for things that you're going to use, 2 million GP can be a lot in an account. Like a lot. But there's no reason to do that now with the changes that they've made. My advice would always be just pump your account up to 4 million and get into hard conquest. Don't mess around controlling your galactic power just so you can brag about how low your GP is. I'm in Kyber at 2.4 million. Okay, you're not in hard conquest. I would rather be in hard conquest than Kyber at 2.4. So literally, if I took that account over tomorrow, I would just put it at 4 million and still be in Kyber and also be in hard conquest. So that's just me. I don't think there's any reason. I don't think they'll ever go back to a system where low GP is rewarded, because that prevents people spending money in the game. That makes it so it's to your advantage to play free to play for longer and not spend money. And there's no way that they're going to support something like that long term. It's not what they want. They want every team to be valuable, so that even though you already have 27 teams, there's still the 28th team that's good and valuable. They make things like Sanastaros, and then all this stuff that didn't used to be useful is now useful again. So, oh man, I need to put more relic levels on my Lando Calrissian so I can have another team for the new territory battle under that Sanastaros lead. So they're clever about it. They do a good job. I don't mind that they're trying to take my money, because it's a for-profit game. Like I always say, we always have the choice whether or not to give them that money. Nobody's making us click the button. So, yeah, they monetize the heck out of the game, and that's how they're going to structure the team building. So there's no reason right now to keep low GP. I can't think of a single reason why you wouldn't just take your account to 4 million as soon as you can and get into hard conquest. All right, says Fellhammer says, I passed 18 months recently. We could talk about the last 6 months, playing when life gets in the way and building light side territory battle teams. Yeah, interesting. All right, yeah, let's think about that. Let's think about chatting sometime, Fellhammer. Catching up on old times or something. Bolt says, I have a funny story about cheating. Yesterday in another game, I played 4 games. Lose by far 3 of them, win the 4th by pure luck, and then the opponent called me a cheater. Oh man, over the course of my time playing Grand Arena, I should have thought of this before, but I never did. But I should take screenshots of all the times that I get accused of cheating. People all the time, not all the time, but from time to time, you get these messages and people say like, there's no way you beat my Malik team with your roster. And I send him back a message and say, Darth Loquitur on YouTube, you can watch me take my troopers and beat your Darth Revan Malik team. You can watch me do it. So report me for cheating if you want, but I tell you to go watch it on YouTube, and that's what You know, if they investigate me, they can go watch it too. I gotta admit, that's a pretty funny response. Who's in second place? Man, I really don't want to play against Swgoh. Oof. This one extra relic level that he has on Cad Bane, literally, guys, one extra relic level from 5 to 6, and I don't know why, but man, his Xanadu blood always seems to live through that initial volley. It's crazy. It's statistically improbable that one relic level would make that much difference. David Dutrow says it's a mole game, no reason to cheat. Does all of Erodium 1 get promoted to Kyber at the end of the season? How does that work? That's exactly how it works. It's like I don't know why, but in my mind I call it a flush, right? Everything that's in Division 1 of any division gets flushed up to 5. So basically, Erodium 1 and Kyber 5 switch spots. Everybody in Kyber 5 goes to Erodium 1. Everybody in Erodium 1 goes to Kyber 5. So they just flip-flop. Same with all the divisions. You know, Bronzium goes up to Chromium. Chromium goes down to Bronzium. If you end in those brackets or that spot specifically. Which is why I really don't want to, I want to stay in Kyber 4. I really don't want to go back to Erodium on the Loquitur account. Try to keep that going. All right. I almost used a skill instead of bringing in a reinforcement. Chatting with chat, not paying attention to what I'm doing. All right, let's get that. Okay. Sure, Houndstooth, dodge. Okay, you didn't dodge that one. We're going to put damage on the shuttle. We're not going to get that Razor Crest killed in time. He's going to heal up. Okay, put it back over here. We talked the enemy into healing up the shuttle instead of the Razor Crest. I think that's what happened. Because the Razor Crest didn't get the foresight. So I think we successfully fooled the capital ship into doing something that wasn't in its best interest. All right, here comes the IG 2 million. Get over there on that. Send the Tantive on its way. Goodbye, Executor. All over at this point, except for the crying. Get the supercomputer up and running. Put it on auto. Go back to catching up on chat. Poker and online poker are two different games. I would agree with that, Sean, unavailable. Yeah. I haven't ever, I gotta admit, I have never, not once in my life, done online poker. I feel like I would like it, but I kind of am afraid I would like it, and then I'd kind of be playing online poker too much. I have that weird kind of obsessive behavior where if I do something, I want to get good at it. I've shared that before, like the reason that I chose not to drink. I made the choice when I was 14 and just decided that I wasn't going to drink. And it was really about that. It was about the idea that what if I drink and I like it and then I want to get good at it. And I've seen in my own family, I saw what that could do to people when they like took the alcohol stuff a little too far. So I thought, I don't ever want to find out that I like it and want to get good at it. And I've avoided drinking for my whole life for that purpose. I feel like if I did it and I liked it, then I would want to get good at it. There's no possible way that turns out well for me. So, yeah. So I'm a bit afraid of online poker. I'm afraid that if I started clicking the buttons, I would want to get good at it, and then I'd, potentially not be in a situation that I liked. So, yeah. I don't know, like when I need a lot less sleep than my wife. So the last time we went to Vegas, she would just go back to the room and go to bed early, and I'd stay up for another 4 or 5 hours playing blackjack and having fun down in the casino. And I got to tell you, it's a pretty big statement of trust when your wife goes back to the room and goes to bed and leaves her husband out on the loose for 4 hours in Vegas at night. That's a lot of trust. That's a lot of trust. Oh, nice. Johnny King says, I prefer Texas Hold'em. I like games when you aren't betting against the house. They just take their cut. What's the symbols on Obticio's shoulder? Is it the Inquisition in Warhammer? The symbol on Obticio's shoulder. So the little eye, like if you look at Obticio, let's see if I've got an Obticio here that I can show. So there is an eye that I designed. It's not the Warhammer 40K Inquisition eye, but it's conceptually like that. So if you look at Obticio, if you look at his face, right? Here, let's blow this up so you can look at his face closer. Give you a closer look. So there's this eye. That's the Loquitur eye for the Inquisition. My version of the Inquisition. So it's on Obticio's mask. It's on the Loquitur pick on his chest. It's on the holocron image. That eye is on the front of the holocron, like in the little picture for the Loquitur holocrons. So yeah, I worked that concept out with the artist that did my stuff for my channel. I suppose I'm influenced by Warhammer 40K. I played 40K for a long time. That's actually one of my greatest war stories. I was at Origins playing in one of the big Rogue Trader tournaments at Origins, and played my way up, and I was in the semifinals. I was in the top 4, and I played against this guy, and man, we had a good game. It was fantastic. Went right down to the wire. I was playing Tyranids at the time, ran my Carnifex in, and he had a prism parked on one of the objectives, and the only chance that I had to win was to take my Carnifex charging across the field and kill that prism that was on the node. Then I would claim the node, and he would not have the objective, and I would win. And I came tearing out across there and took out his prism and just squeaked by for a win on the objectives. I mean, in terms of army, man, he beat me up so bad. He killed so many Tyranids, it was insane. But I had the objectives at the end, and I won on objectives, and that's how you play 40K. I went into the final match, and the guy in the final match shook my hand, and he said, "Man, congrats." He said, "I think you got this." And I'm like, why is my opponent in the finals already congratulating me before we even start the game? And I'm like, all right, but you got a good chance to win, don't you? And he said, do you know who that guy is that you just beat? And I'm like, no. I mean, he was a good player. We had a heck of a match. And in the Rogue Trader tournaments, they had a point system, and they had a big tournament, like the World Finals for 40K was in Baltimore at the time. And he's like, that's the highest point standing player in the game, and he won Baltimore last month. And I didn't even realize I beat like the world champion 40K player. And I did win. I beat the guy in the finals, and I won, and won that tournament. To win at 40K, you also have to get really high points for painting. So, yeah, I painted a lot of minis when I was doing that. All right, let's catch up on Fleet and chat and just keep going over here. I was in 20th place, man. That's a precipitous drop overnight. Oof. Too many battles to fight. Might have to start my Grand Arena and come back and play one more battle, because we're only at number 7 right now. Or maybe I'll just refresh it. We'll take a look here. Sean Unavailable says there's no incentive to play for first in Squad Arena anymore. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you get a team that's up toward the top, it's cool. If you don't, it's fine. I mean, you get enough currency once you get, I think, if I remember right, I'd have to go back and look. Do you get 300 squad currency in the top 2,500, and then I think you go to 400 as the payout if you're in the top 1,000. So I think, you know, when I did some calculations in the past, as long as you're in the top 1,000, you're okay. I think that's what you're looking for. You're looking for 400 a day, and you're okay. Anything above that's just gravy. But being in the top 1,000 doesn't take much. If you have any decent team, a CLS team, a clones team, you know, Padme team, most of that stuff should keep you in the top 1,000 for a long time. All right, take some assists here. It's unfortunate that the AI is kind of bad at playing this matchup, I find. So I feel like I have to click the buttons myself, or it kind of picks the wrong things and takes too long to get to the alt on auto on the AI. All right, send the tentative, and then it doesn't matter. I can put it in auto because it can literally pick any skills it wants to, and we don't care at this point. All right, TK reminding everybody to hit the like button. Hey TK, how you doing? How's your wife? How's the recovery? She feeling better? She spend any of that money yet? Does changing your payout time change the fleet arena bracket that you're in? It doesn't, but if you go to a fleet payout time that other people aren't using, you don't want to be competing for fleet at the same exact time as other people are competing for fleet, because that leads to you know, you're playing at the same time they're playing, and at best one of you can take first and one of you can take second, and you have to avoid each other while you're playing. So changing your payout time is to your advantage if other people are already using that same payout time. Otherwise, it's just kind of, you know, whatever. For me, I would always say, if somebody said, you know, how should I pick my payout time? My answer is always going to be, you get free energy every day, 3 times a day, and the timing of that free energy is based on your account reset. So the absolute #1 priority is getting your reset time when you know that you can take your free energy. Okay, we'll hit Anakin a couple times now. Try to keep our little tank alive here. Now we can do that skill. I had this awkward moment where the tank still had healing immunity on it, and I think now we could just put this in auto. Go over to Obtisio and finish that out, and then we'll get started on Grand Arenas. We'll go for #1. We'll play against Scoff one time, see if we can take the top spot. I think we're playing for, like, what was it, 3rd place or something over on the Loquitur account, so we'll just leave it there. We don't have to place any higher than that, it's fine. And I spent the 50 crystals on the refresh. I wouldn't normally do that, but I'm trying to entertain you guys with some GAC. And look at this. See, look at that, guys. Look at this. His Xanadu blood is bulletproof. I don't understand it. I can never kill this guy's Xanadu blood. It's a loss. Get out of here. Yeah. Fantastic. All right, let's play some Grand Arena. Catch up on chat real quick before we click in there. DL, I have all the core teams, Malik, Gas, CLS, etc., and Jedi Master Kenobi going for Executor now. Should I go for Jedi Knight Luke, then Jabba, JML, or Profundity afterwards? My advice is this. So on the Loquitur account, I built the Executor and also the Profundity. My advice is do not do that unless you absolutely love Grand Arena. So what I'm trying to do in Grand Arena, I'm trying to hold on to Kyber with this idea that I can still put my Executor on defense and I'll have my Profundity on offense to be able to take out opposing Executors. And then if I can cut it down to a 2-zone fight, I win the 2-zone fights. The strategy is okay, but if I'd built another Galactic Legend instead of the Profundity, I think I would be better off overall. Because there are a lot of battles where if you go through bottom, you can do the 2 bottom zones in Kyber, and you'll win more banners than if you go through the top and through fleets. So at the end of the day, you're better off building more GLs. So once you have either the Executor or Profundity, my feeling is you can wait quite a long time before you worry about the other one. So I would say, yes, go for, once you get that done, go for the pair of them. Go Jedi Knight Luke, build Jabba first, because he's in territory battles and you can't get access to that stuff unless you build Jabba. You get Smuggler's Run 2, which the rewards in are really worth going for. And then once you've got Jabba, Jedi Knight Luke is just not that hard to go for. So that's what I'm doing on the Loquitur account. If I had it to do all over again, knowing what I know now, I don't think I would have built Profundity. I would have built Executor and just used that for fleet, left it alone, and built more GLs. I think that would be a better route for Kyber. All right. Let's see. Johnny King says I'm going for Jabba then JML. Jabba's Smuggler's Run 2 is a big modded. Yes, the Smuggler's Run 2 has good loot in there. Yeah, for sure. Darth Squirrels says, honestly, I think it's great. They add new units to revitalize the crap teams and characters. Exactly. It's fun for us because we get to play teams that maybe we have or characters that we like, and it's good for them because it's monetized. So everybody wins in a way. All right. Sean Unavailable says my 2 million account is free to play alt. Because I have other accounts, I enjoy the low-level account for fun without the pressure of rushing anything. Hey, play your game, right? That's fun. Fellhammer says, that's why my Cad Bane is Relic 8 now. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that one Relic level seems to make a big difference. It's pretty fantastic. TK, that's me and my wife. She goes to bed and I play some craps and blackjack. Yeah, interesting. Apple Cork says, my family has a bunch of people with drinking problems. I did the opposite of you. I decided I would show them it's possible to be a responsible drinker. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. The only way to win in online poker is to spend a lot of time on the tables and have backup power on connections. Yeah, don't drop your connection. That's smart. Oh, man. You'd lose your whole buy-in, huh? Some people have addictive personalities and can't help but overdo it. I still go for first in Squad Arena because I need all the prestige. You do need a lot of prestige over time. If you own 5-star Executor and 4-star Profundity, which capital ship is the priority to get shards for? I don't know. I'm going to get Profundity to 5 stars just to see if the 5 stars on Profundity makes much difference. So if I notice a big difference between 4 and 5 stars there, then I'll probably try to do the same thing on the Obtisio account and upgrade the profundity. But right now, the way the profundity plays, you either win or lose. You know, if they kill one of your ships early on, like that battle you just watched me play, then you lose. If you kill their Xanadu Blood early on, then you just win. So I don't feel like there's going to be any difference for the profundity between 4 and 5. Now going from 5 to 7, the 7-star profundity, some of the skills that you get for taking it all the way to 7 stars are pretty strong. So, I mean, once you get close to 7 stars, then I would say it's probably really worth it to finish it out to 7. But for now, I don't think there's going to be much of a difference between a 4 and 5-star profundity. There's a huge difference in the Executor. Going from 4 to 5 stars in the Executor is a really big deal. 5-star Executor has really good timing with the rest of its fleet. But for the profundity, I don't see that it matters too much. TK says wife is getting better every day. I spent some of her gift card on Pokemon coins. She plays a lot of Best Fiends. She's level 11, 17. Nice. Do you ever use your wiggle on Han's Millennium Falcon? In the Profundity fleet, the Millennium Falcon doesn't get the turn meter from the wiggle, so you just take your turn and you do something and you don't get any bonus attacks, you don't get any progress towards your alt meter. So if I have breaches everywhere on all my ships, there is a scenario where you basically have to bring in your Cassian's U-Wing, clear the buffs on your Outrider first, and then use the spin move on your Millennium Falcon to get all of the breaches gone. So yes, there's very rare occasions where it makes sense to do the spin move, but most of the time in the Profundity fleet, you just want to do the basic and try to get assists and try to get your alt meter. As long as the Profundity gets to its alt, you win. But if you mess around in between and you don't, do the right skills to get the alt, then you don't win. All right. Some stuff here. Fellhammer says, Loquitur, put some TW teams down if you can. Are we still short on teams? Let's go in there and see. If he's telling me, then probably we're low on teams here. Let me check and see if there's some things that I can do. Oh, it's all filled out. It's all filled out. Yeah, I think I might have only put down 1 or 2 teams. They had the zones labeled with a lot of stuff that I didn't have, so we'll try to do better on offense. People struggling with no shard chat in Discord can just start a shard chat on their own. Yeah, you could start a Discord for your own shard chat. Stry's in the house. Hey, Stry's. Hey, man. Fellhammer says, Kyber 5 at the moment, probably going to drop down. Darth Cliff says, so skip Profundity and go for Jabba. Yeah, absolutely. Skip Profundity, go Jabba. But once you do Jabba, I would say follow up Jabba with JML. Because you've already got the Jedi Knight Luke done. And the JML is a good journey, and it's really not that hard once you've got the Jedi Knight Luke thing taken care of. So I'm planning to do those back to back. I'll do Jabba first on Loquitur and JML first on Obtisio, but then I'm certainly going to do the other GL right after on each account. All right. Nice. Man, if Fellhammer and Stry's, if you guys match up, you got to tell me. I'll stream that. I would stream that. Okay, so we have Lan Zealot. SSA League of Northmen. 8.5 million galactic power, 3.5 in ships. Galactic Battles 1, 23,000. Puts that account right at 5 years old. Interesting. Oop. Backed out accidentally. Take a look at the characters. All right, so this is what I want to talk about, and maybe we'll talk more about it at the break. But 5 Galactic Legends. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 Galactic Legends. It's a lot of GLs. Skywalker, Jedi Training Rey, all the requirement stuff that you would expect to see. He's got Cat in the account. Obviously, he's been at high galactic power for a long time. Got a lot of the Conquest characters. Working on Profundity, I guess. Let's see. I don't think he has it yet, or does he? Yeah, he's got it. So he's got 4-star Profundity and the Executor. So he's in good shape in that regard. Mod-wise, he's got some decent mods. Wat Tambor here. 332. Fastest non-GL character. If we go down a road to Piet, I think he's like 319 or something like that. Yeah, 315. So he's got some fast characters, not, super fast, but also not terrible. So we'll have to pay attention to that stuff. Now, he did start playing the match, and he won one battle over here. So he played against the bounty hunters and won. He played against Kenobi and got Cat killed, but then Kenobi's still alive, and he may have given up. Or may just be waiting for me to play or something. So we're going to play as if he'll come in at the last minute and play. We don't want to get caught in that trap. But let's see what he put down for us. So no GLs in this zone. Radis team with no Omicrons, no Zetas, no nothing. Just bare minimums here. Bounty hunters, clones, Separatist stuff. Got Nest here. No GLs. Over here, we've got Rey and more Separatists, Bugs, Padme with some off characters here, and then a good Star Killer team. But again, we're looking at the same kind of thing. It's 1 GL. I don't know what he's got on the back wall, but I feel like from looking at this that he's probably got 4 Galactic Legends on offense. Now, if you had 5 GLs and you're playing against the guy with 2 GLs, why wouldn't you just throw 2 Galactic Legends in this zone, 2 Galactic Legends in this zone, and just say, good luck, Junior? You're not going to get through 2 Galactic Legends on either zone. You're done. And I'd be looking at this going, okay, I'm stonewalled. I have to work my butt off to get 1 zone cleared. And, yeah. Galactic Legends are good on defense. You just put them on defense and you just say, I'm going to make my opponent figure it out. And you just leave it at that. All right, what do we have that beats this? So I have to admit, this is embarrassing. But I don't exactly know. Oh, never mind. We don't even have Luke at Relic yet. I don't exactly know all of the things that the CLS matchup is good into. So I feel like if I took the CLS team here, I can pick off Mara Jade. And then even if I lose this matchup with her gone, it must not be that bad to clean up. What do you guys use against Starkiller? Does Radish work here? Could we get this team to work? Because I feel like as long as they can't kill Radis, once we get the download, we just kill that team. We can't stop the debuffs, though. That's the problem. Whereas something like the CLS team at least makes it hard for them to debuff us. Maybe Savage? Maybe use something like that. Imperial Troopers. with turn meter Datacron versus Starkiller. He gives her a lot of speed. But I see what you're saying. I mean, if we use the Imperial Troopers and we get 60% on the Dark Trooper, then that's got to be enough, right? So we do something like this with the Datacron. And we've got a Datacron for droids to stop revives. That's not really relevant, but the other one that we've got is marked. If we marked Mara Jade, then even if we didn't kill her and she got a turn, she would still be marked. This is defense, crit avoidance, and crit chance. This just has so much better stats on it, though. The stats on this one are just way better. So we're killing Mara Jade first, right? Dark Trooper, turn meter up, Piet, Link, Veers, Mass Assist, and kill Mara Jade. That's got to be the way that we do it, right? Wampa. I've had a couple bad experiences with Wampa. Inflict buff immunity and healing immunity that can't be resisted. There it is. Daze and vulnerable, which can't be resisted. So when he puts daze that can't be resisted on you and then follows it up with buff immunity, you're just done. So this skill, to me, just Wampa can pull this off, but it's all a matter of the timing. So if he gets this daze on you before you start getting ramped up, and then you can't counterattack, you're just done. So that's been my experience. You know, I think I've done that a couple times with Wampa, and yeah, that daze is a monstrosity. Start with EP. EP is usually the weakest. Mara Jade has more hit points. So start with the Palpatine man, Mr. Palpatine man. 97. Mara Jade is more of a threat, but we need the first kill, so go with Mara Jade second. Oh wow, yeah, quite a bit of difference. 97 versus 125-ish, 120 something. Okay, we can do that. We'll go in, boost up turn meter, pound him into the ground. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's get it started. Okay. Turn meter. Link. Palpatine. We'll get counterattacked here, I think. Okay. Dark Trooper, finish it. Ooh, not enough. Yeah, we'll just go in with a basic again. Finish it. That didn't work too bad. I mean, we got more turn meter at a time where we really could use more turn meter, so that's convenient. Punchy, 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 punchy. Can't counterattack because Piet's in stealth. Yeah, we'll just keep doing the basic. Why not? Making it look easy, Dark Trooper. We gotta get that dude to Relic 8. I need Relic 8 on that Dark Trooper so bad. So much. I want it. I want it so much. We'll take Watt in here to share the load. See, against Rey like this is, I don't want to say it's a foregone conclusion, but it's pretty easy. Huh. The first time a dark side tank is defeated, revive them with 100% health, reset the cooldowns. Interesting. We could actually use this one if we had a tough matchup where we wanted to put the red tank in there. I will probably work on developing that a little bit. This has armor, which is no good against her ult. It has protection, which is good against her ult. I think Wat Tambor will still be alive. I don't think this should even be an issue, right? We steamroll Ray with this. The team that she's got with her is Stick Ray and Holdo, so it's like, feels like really low threat. If this was her with Han and Chewie or something like that, that's a nasty team to fight. But this, I think, is just easy, right? Alright, let's put the tank tech over here because that's what we do. We'll link up everybody with Ray in their name. Every single character with Ray in their name gets a chain on them. And then we'll just start deceiving people. Force them to go over here and attack ye old Wat Tambor. Okay. I thought maybe Wat would still be around for the ult, but nope. It's not going to be the case. Alright. She's ready. She's going to do her ult. Flap. We're going to relink. That allows us to take a second turn and accumulate more protection back. So with 2 turns in a row, we get a bunch of protection extra. And that way, when we go into the ult, buys us just a little bit of time. Okay. Get rid of Stick Ray. Get healed back up to full health. Use the link again. This should put us back to full protection. And now we're ready to go if Ray wants to do another ult, which she's going to want to. I know Ray. Fought her before. She's my granddaughter and all, so kind of know how she thinks. And she's going to get another ult off. And guess what, Ray? Grandpa too strong for you. Good luck. Alright. Get out of here. Don't care about your damage immunity, Holdo. Can't stall it out until I get full protection back, so 54 banners will have to be it. Not even a threat. P.S. Very glad I put Relic 8 on my Sith Eternal. At Relic 7, there were too many times where, you know, that ult would push him down to yellow or red. So having him at Relic 8 takes a little bit of the edge off of that, even if they got a good Ray. Alright, what are we going to do against ye old Padme? It's not a very good Padme team. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that we could use here. Maybe we'll try that crazy team with Savage and Nihilus. We'll leave Trey out of it and we'll just hide behind Savage and then... Ooh, but not Mace is in there. C blocks dark side, ally revives. Oh, Pavoni fan, that's interesting. No, you're right. I forgot about that. Sith Eternal says basically nobody. Sith allies, though. I think we're fine with the red tank. Right? The red tank's not a Sith, he's just an Empire. The red tank should be able to res. I have to read the kit to make sure. Okay, so we've got something here. I don't know. We can figure that out. Doesn't seem like it's too much of a problem. Bounty Hunters. Wampa goes here. Insert Wampa here. Maybe we'll take a mirror match here. Something. And then probably... Oof, this is... I like Mon Mothma in the team here, but with Nest, Mon Mothma's a huge risk. Because if we can't get enough damage, then we just get stuck behind her. Protection up forever. She's only gear 12, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Maybe we use Mon Mothma here. We can clear that debuff. He'll put them under stealth. We can work our way through him. Druidica will kill somebody. We can revive them. Makes the stuns hard. I mean, Dooku stuns everybody, but Mon Mothma just pulls them right back out of the stun. Her basic, you know, will take the debuffs off every time. Geos. Maybe the best thing in this Padme team is to just cheese it out with the Mara Jade, because that's still not that much of a commitment. I mean, it's a couple good characters, but this is pretty reliable. Well, that's bad. It's bad in 3s. It's so good in 5s and so bad in 3s, because you don't get enough turn meter in 3s. All right, so if we use the clones here, keep this simple. Use the clones. Ugh. Padme. Nest? Nest can probably work because we do have Mace to get in the way, right? So we could actually target Padme for the first kill and just work on Mace Windu. Mace, no, you can't do Nest with Mace in there, because Mace will reduce the health and I'll just lose that. Hum. Maybe we do just do the cheesy team. Mace is a problem, guys. Like, all the stuff I can think of to do is Mace is just a problem. So I think I have to do the clones here. Man, I hate that. I really don't want to have to do the clones here. I'm just going to run out of teams really fast. Do I care more about bottom or do I care more about fleet? I'll get through these 2 front zones. I think I've got enough tools in the toolbox to get through the front zones. It's just a question of whether or not we're going to get through the back zone as well. Okay. Dash, maybe? This is a lot of single target stuff. He's the only guy with area effect attack. So in theory, we could use the dash team and let them kill L3 a million times. She'll be at like 1 hit point, because Mace will... Not even. I mean, Mace could mess up on his... Man, I just don't want to spend a good team on Padme, but I don't want to underestimate her either. This is so annoying. Let's try this. Or we could... Yep, we're going to try this. We're going to try dash against Padme. Just because it's a lot of single target damage. We're going to see if we can kill that clone first just with AoEs. Probably just enough area effect to kill him. So we'll do that first. And then we gotta tickle Mace until he's done with his taunting shenanigans. Okay. Okay, we'll stay on Mace. I'll do a basic over here. Okay, I kind of don't understand that. What? Not good. Not ideal. Do the big damage again. This might kill the clone. Okay. Let's go for a boop on him. Mark II. Big hit. Pow. Stun Padme. Just for fun. Mark III. We'll do the big hit again. That big support hit. Basic. Alright. We're through it. 54 banners. Not great, not horrible. Dash damage for the win. Alright, I think we're going to do Mara Jade here. We'll do the Empire team here on Geos. That's kind of a mediocre use of the Mara Jade team, but we should be able to get control over this and win out without using Vader or any other good resources. So we'll get in there and do this. We'll pass the turn over to Mara Jade right away with Thrawn. Use her to establish control. And once we gain it, we should never lose it. Got to just survive this first counterattack here. Okay. Took away their turn meter. Now we'll get zappies down on them. Oh, look at that big, beautiful, everybody frozen picture. Okay, who's the weakest? So we'll target the weakest guy, and by taking his life down, every time they equalize, we're sort of doing the most amount of reduction that we can do to the whole pool of geo health. That way we're going to chew through the relic characters faster. We got to kill the brute because spy is still under stealth. We don't have anything to pull the spy out of stealth. Got control, never lost it, 56 banners. Just that first counterattack on the Mara Jade cost us a banner. Where's Jin? There she is. I think we like this version of it. I don't have other things to put with Mon Mothma that are good, unfortunately. Kind of stuck for good stuff on... So I have to choose either to use Radis or to use this team. And I think this team works better. We still got a couple things that we can throw in with Radis and try to make a team out of that. If he's got a weaker team on the back wall, we can use it there. But Mon Mothma clearing off the stuns and having the extra little added rebel that removes buffs is going to be pretty important for us. Alright, let's steal his turn meter and stall. We got it all. We stole his turn meter and stunned him. Fantastic. Well, let's get healing immunity over on him too. Why not? Okay, now we're going to be able to remove that stun. Jyn Erso can steal turn meter again. Take more turns. Droideka didn't listen to Hamilton and he threw away his shot. Okay. I don't think we'll be able to kill Droideka. He'll go under stealth again before we can, probably. Yep. Oh, we got buff immunity on him. Ha ha ha! We got the buff immunity on him just at the right time. Fantastic. Throw a grenade. Just keep working on this tank. Refresh those debuffs. Heal up. Steal turn meter. Get a stun again. No stun. That's fine. In we go. Smashing stuff. Upgrade. Level 2. Healing immunity. Ability block. Daze. Look at all the nastiness. Dooku is sad. Dooku's like, man, I wish I had Wat Tambor here to clear off these debuffs. But he does not. And he's dead. And that Mon Mothma team. So much control. So much nice, supporty control. Alright, this is Iden Versio. This go bother. Traya. We still have Traya. we can use Ye Old Treya against Mon Mothma. We've got Qui-Gon to deal with down here. We probably don't beat the back wall, guys. But he's probably not beating Kenobi, so at this point, you know, we just play smart, practice some matchups, get money in the bank, and I don't think he'll play. So if we played weak and didn't get much, then he might be, you know, tempted to come back and clear the top and ships. But if we post, you know, 3-zone clear, he'll come back and look at it at 4 o'clock and just be like, ain't worth playing, and we get the win. We're going for the demoralize. We need to take enough stuff off the map that the opponent's like, meh, yeah, I got better things to do with my Saturday afternoon than play this guy. All right. I don't think there's anything to see here, so I'll catch up on chat. Mithri Torquato, Mithri Torquato. Mithri says, somehow I ended up in Kyber and I get my butt handed to me with just 2 GLs despite having Executor and Profundity. JML is almost finished, but still, most enemies have 4 Galactic Legends. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I win in Kyber is tactical wins. I mean, this victory is not brought to you by some miracle. It's brought to you by Jedi Master Kenobi. You gotta put your GLs on defense. You gotta do this. Whatever is your very best team, the very best thing that you have that can hold people up. If I take this on offense, it can win once. If I put it on defense, it can win 20 times. It beat his, in theory, it beat his whole roster, right? Once he can't beat it, it beats his entire roster. You get Lord Vader, you put him on defense. You just put him on defense. You let your opponent figure it out. If he figures it out, fine. If he doesn't figure it out, again, once he starts losing a couple matchups there, it beats his whole roster. All right, let's take a look at this. What do we think about Vader? Because I think if we just establish control with Vader, I don't know how these guys ever get back into it. Rebels are going to give him extra speed. This Datacron is going to give him extra potency. His leadership is, you know, permanent damage over times. So I think this is a foregone conclusion. I don't even think we need Sith Marauder, but we'll put him in there just to make sure that we get the victory before they can get to the download. We don't want Radis to download. If he downloads on us, we might lose the matchup. I'm going to do Force Crush first. I'm not necessarily in a hurry for this, so we'll take our time. We'll just focus down Radis. Can't kill Jin while Radis is alive. If we kill Cassian, Jin can bring him back. So the modus operandi here is to kill Radis first. And again, now we've got, because we did the Force Crush first, we got it back up again there. I don't think I can execute him from that range. We got buff immunity on, but I'm still going to put the healing onto Vader. Now we got to keep Jin ability blocked. Oh, that works too. Dead equals better than ability blocked. All right, fine. Good. The Radis team is low-key really good. It's the kind of team that kind of sits there and does nothing, but if you don't bring enough damage to kill it, and eventually they get to the download and get the payout, then it just goes badly. You don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want it. All right, 3 clones. Got to take more clone turns. This is just a little bit of stuff. It's fine. I'm getting to the point on this account where I actually need more Datacrons. Like I can put a few of them on defense and use a bunch of them on offense with these teams. So we're gonna start going for like 5 Datacrons with every set, maybe even 6, maybe 6 Datacrons with every set, to make sure that we can always take advantage and use the stuff that we're given. All right. Got 5s and Echo. There's no Rex here, right? So it's interesting. All right, there's the sacrifice. Here comes the grenade. Now we're going to try to get Shakti out of here. Pew. Okay, come on. Get her out. Big bomb. Actually gonna take out Shakti here. I mean, I'm more afraid of Shakti than I am of these other guys, which is pretty weird, but okay, now 5s. And we'll just take a lot of turns, get back to the aerial advantage, and get rid of Echo. Ugly win, but hey, I punched up, right? I mean, he had Relic 7 clones and I did not. He had Shakti and I did not. Okay. Bounty Hunters. A couple different ways we could do this. Put Savage in with Nihilus. I'm going to try just this duo. And I know that he can rocket Nihilus, and maybe that loses us the matchup. Can Savage beat this just on his own? I am not familiar enough yet with exactly what Savage can do. So when he takes damage, he gains a bunch of stuff. Okay. He gains defense, offense, and 30 speed at the start of the encounter. He gains 2 stacks of resilient defense. So he gets really hard to defeat. He gains 16% health and offense, stacking to a max of 160%. So I think beefed up his offense a little bit, gave him crit damage, put an offense thing here, put crit chance mods on him to try to get his crit chance and crit damage better. Where did we end up on crit chance? 72%. Now, if they kill Nihilus, then I don't know. Do I have enough damage to get through this? Let's see what chat says. All right. How long does it take to unlock gas? Unlocking gas really isn't that hard. If you build the Separatist droids for any reason at all, and you built a Padme team for any reason at all, you put a little gear on Savage, you relic the B1, and you can get gas. The problem is once you get gas, he's 5 stars, and you have to buy the rest of his shards with Get 1, and that takes a while. It's like 70,000 Get 1 or 72 or something like that just to finish him from 5 stars out to 7 stars. And I mean, he's okay when he's not reliced, but he doesn't really come online pretty strongly until you can get him to gear 12 or relic. So that's the issue with gas. The event itself isn't so hard to grab for. C-3PO is probably the biggest requirement. C-3PO and a relic B1, and then the rest of it, not too bad. But then once you get him, you have to be able to bring him up, and then you got to probably relic clones behind him, and so it's a pretty big deal. All right. Symph says it's nice to catch the stream live. Hey, I saw your question over in chat. That's nice. Always nice to see people asking questions. What's better on defense, Executor or Profundity? Executor is much better on defense. My feeling, much better on defense. The Profundity is pretty easy to beat with a good Malevolence. So it doesn't even take anything special or different ships or anything else. You can take Malevolence in, get Buzz Droids on their tank, rip through their tank. So Profundity on defense falls pretty easily to Malevolence. Executor on defense falls pretty easily to the Finalizer. The Finalizer is actually a very reliable counter. Not very reliable. Let's say 80%, you know. There's a pretty good chance you can beat it with Finalizer. But just people don't invest in their Finalizer fleet. They get SLKR, and all it takes is just building up the echelon and doing a few of the right moves, and you can beat the Executor with Finalizer. But people just don't do it, which is weird to me. Finalizer is so good. So each fleet kind of has their counter. But obviously, pretty much everybody has a Malevolence. So, yeah, I would, if I had both, I'm always going to take Profundity on offense. Against certain builds, matchup, if I was facing somebody with both fleets at roughly equal galactic power, I would change things up. I would put both of my mega fleets on defense and force them to try to beat both. And then... do a 2-zone clear on bottom. So yeah, I think my strategy would change a lot if I was fighting against people at equal GP. Man, I just don't know. I don't know if this works. But I want to try it. I want to try this for science. I want to see what Savage can do against a team with good recovery. So we're going to go in like this. And we're going to see if Savage can build up enough damage to deal with Bosk. And if I lose it, I don't care. I mean, I don't even care if I lose this matchup. I just want to, I just want to know. I just want to know what this damage looks like. Okay. Oh, we didn't die. Look at that. He shot the missile right on Annihilus, and we actually didn't die. So right now, it's not looking good, right? I mean, Savage is living. He has absolutely no problem living. But he is not even close to dealing with Bosk. There's not nearly enough damage there. Okay, so we'll yeet Bosk out of here. I mean, that's the reason why we brought in Nihilus into this experiment. So, fine. And I think from here, I mean, I feel like he will have enough damage to deal with Boba Fett. Ooh, that's a lot of recovery, though. Look at that. That is a lot of recovery for that Boba Fett. Huh. Okay. So Savage, good at living, not so good at killing things at this point. Kind of not impressed. Oh, big bombs, big hit. Stuck on a ability block. Yeet him out of here. Wow. So how is it that people are saying Savage was like soloing all these big teams? It's got to be just that he's doing teams with no recovery. Because he's got good damage. He lives forever. It's like really hard to kill. But he is not. His damage even like 2 minutes into the battle, his damage is not very well ramped. And like I said, I actually put extra offense on him. Huh. Okay. Interesting. So if I'm going to use him, then probably it's some kind of timeout team. All right, we got to get through front. I want to try to get through front with the least resources possible. Maybe we'll do this. And I mean, honestly, what's going to happen here is we're going to like mess around, get to the alt. We can remove debuffs with him. Once we get to the download, we should be able to download and kill Django. Kill the Yango. Alright, let's do the area effect. Sure, why not? I don't feel like there's a lot of debuffs that I need to remove. Do Frenzy. Kill Newt. Huh, maybe we won't kill Newt. Just remove the Newts. Yeah, let's go over here. Why not? Take some turns, get some download. 31% downloaded. It'll take a week and a half to get this download done. Newt's gone though. We're going to be able to kill Django just straight up, I'm pretty sure. Look at that damage. Yoicks. Radis surprises me sometimes with how hard he hits. Like, he's a good character and all, and he's relicked, and he should hit hard, but a lot of these characters, really, they don't give them very good modifiers. So even though they have a lot of offense, they don't hit hard. But Radis is pretty good. He actually acts like a Relic 9 character. He hits hard enough that you don't feel bad for relicking him. All right, let's see what we got here. We do have the Executor. Let's do that matchup. Let's go. Let us go. All right, Rebels. Got to pick the Rebel thing every time so we don't pick the wrong tank again. All right, there we go. These two reinforcements. Cassian, that's Biston. Rebel, Han, Outrider. Good to go. What can Wampa solo in Territory Wars? Not a lot. So, in Territory Wars, he doesn't get the Omicron ability. If they have a Grievous team that's like a Relic 1 Grievous or something, and you've got a Relic 5 Wampa, you can still kill that even in Territory Wars. Like Wampa is really dominant against that team. So there are some matchups like that you still do pretty good in Territory Wars. But, and anything that's lower, I mean, Relic Ewoks or something crazy like that, if they were to have something like that on the field, you can kill it. So he's still really strong against teams that that are underpowered. But he doesn't beat like high relic stuff like he does in GAC. At least that's my experience. You know, chat, if you have a different experience, you know, pour your knowledge into the chat and let people know what you've seen. Work toward the alt here. Take the assists on Falcon. We'll just do a very basic ability here. 80%. Man, it's taking forever for this download. Yeet. All right. We're in good shape, though. I mean, he is nowhere near his alt, and he's only got 2 ships on the field, so I am confident that this one is in ye old bag. It's a matter of playing it out, not doing anything too stupid. We got the alt now. Got his other ship down. Nothing but the Hound's Tooth. We'll send the Tantive on its way and put it on auto. Pew. Actually, we won't put it on auto. We want to focus on recovery kind of skills. So let's see. Let's see if we can optimize the banners on our way out here. Every banner we can. And again, even if we don't need it against this opponent, it's best to just play like that, like every banner counts. Because sometimes it will. Alright. I feel like probably the Galactic Republic is better here. Malevolence is better down at the bottom. Oops. We're not too worried about debuffs. Not too worried about Plo. Yeah, we'll bring Plo in here because it's probably a harder matchup than the bottom one, last one. Although, I don't expect this is going to be too hard. Relic stuff from the Ray Galactic Legend, but as long as we... I mean, Poe's ship is ridiculous. It hits so hard. So if they have Poe in the starting lineup, I'm always going to be more afraid of that than this kind of a lineup. They'll bring Poe in as a reinforcement, but if we can control this part at first, then the Poe reinforcement won't be able to do that much damage to us. We will take the Plo right away here, clear all this stuff off, throw the taunt up on our tank. And again, that's just anticipating that they're going to bring in that Poe reinforcement. I don't want him to be able to see and execute my Anakin. Okay, didn't bring it in. Fine. Let's get unending loyalty on everybody. Just so that their loyalty doesn't end. I would hate for them to stop being loyal in the middle of a fight. It'd be very inconvenient. Okay. Bring in Rex's ship, see if we can top some people off, get banners back. Alright. Kind of glad I brought that Poe in, or Plo. Oops, I could have done the ability again. We'll do the alt here, just so we can kill that, but also put bombs over here. And that's it. Alright. 71 banners. Yeah, there is something. So when you have the 4-star profundity, because those reinforcement slots aren't available, I guess it just costs you those reinforcement slots and banners then, right? Because we got 71 with the Galactic Republic, we only got 67 with profundity, and we had all of our ships at full health, full protection, everything. So we lost about 6 banners compared, yeah, I don't know. That must be what it is. That must be what it is. You lose 3 banners per slot just because you don't even have the slots to put something in. Alright, Separatists. Oops. Sunfac, a couple Separatists here. Cheese ship. Because you never know when you need some cheese. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need that reinforcement. Go. Ready, go. We will kill the Echelon first. We'll kill the shuttle second. We'll kill the silencer last. You guys know the rule. Don't tickle the silencer. You guys know the other rule, though, right? The other rule is don't put your finalizer on defense. This is one of the best offensive fleets in the entire game. Putting it on defense is just finalizer abuse. I mean, honestly, it's just finalizer abuse. All right. Let's stun him up. You know, why not? No, just take a basic and just do damage. Leave the buzz droids on, not apply any new ones. Bombs everywhere, fine by me. Working according to plan so far. Bring in this spy. Mass assist, kill this shuttle. Get that out of here in one go. Ooh. We can take the mass assist back here. We should have enough assists to get that silencer. Nope. It was not. All right, get that out of here. Just take a basic. All right. According to plan, right? We said we were going to kill the echelon first, and we killed the echelon first. We said we were going to kill the shuttle next, and the silencer third, and all went according to plan. Buzz droids, because why not? All right. Let's see how much we can do on the back wall. It's money time. I think we've got this GAC 1. It's just a matter of trying to get more payout. More coins in the bank at this point. We're going to take the Iden team in here. I just kind of like the way the Iden team works against these Kylos. We can get the healing immunity onto them. We get good control. When anybody attacks out of turn, they give us life and health and kind of get punished for taking attacks out of turn. So it feels like a pretty good way for a weaker team to punch up against a better team. Just got to be careful that this red trooper doesn't get out of control on us, right? He's Relic 5. If he gets a big enough hit in the right way, kills all of our troopers at once, it'll be game over, man. Oh. Snow trooper down. Snow trooper down. Okay. Got to get over here on the red trooper. Oof. Now we got to do that because he's getting close to dying. Alright, come on. Even though we can't get the assist, we still got to try to get stunned, clear the taunt off. That's fine. They can kill Iden as many times as they want. We might end up dropping this matchup. It's Red Trooper, more than I can handle, apparently. Losing the Snow Trooper is rough. Stun, remove the buff again. And then we keep getting stunned by... We might have to retime this. So let's wait. Next time, let's maybe wait for the stun. Alright, we'll do this. Okay, now that he's used that skill, he didn't have taunt on. We need to be on that red trooper every time when he doesn't have taunt on. Taunt on? Taunt on. We're going to have to kill crew first. I've changed my mind. We're going to have to take a risk. Kill crew first. Just stay on crew. Get the healing immunity onto him. Kill him first. Red Trooper just used his buff a second ago. We're going to do that. We're going to trigger attacks out of turn. It's fine. He lost the healing immunity again. Okay, he just used the skill so that he can't cleanse. So now Kylo's out of here, right? As long as we can get a couple big hits here. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to do the same thing over here. And I'm just going to put it on auto. We want to get the healing immunity over here. There it is. Now, there's a risk that when we kill him, Red Trooper does the area effect and we're just done. Okay. Iden. When Iden dies right here, we're done for good. Alright. Let's do that. Do that. I don't think she has enough damage to kill him. Yeah. Snow Trooper, we'd have been fine. Okay, in the future in that matchup, we've just got to kill the Kylo first. Surprisingly. All right, let's do Treya plus something here. Again, going for money. So we'll do Treya Nest. Kyle's a risk. Things can happen. Don't care. We're just trying to get paid. Let's see if we can get some money. Is there a single fleet in the game that doesn't beat Radis? So, Idiocracy. So here's the thing. The Radis fleet is actually can be good. What people don't do is they don't commit enough to the tank on that fleet. Let's isolate here. They don't commit enough to the tank on that fleet, and they end up in a situation where they can't protect the good ships. And once they can't protect the good ships, then the whole fleet just falls apart. But if you invest enough in that new tank, and you've got a really good version of the Rey's Millennium Falcon, the area effect on Rey's Millennium Falcon is insanely damaging. So you got to build those two ships up, and you got to put Poe's X-Wing in your starting 3. And then really it can be a nasty fleet and surprise a lot of people. But then even so, I mean, like a good Negotiator, a good Malevolence are still usually going to beat that fleet. So, but then at least it passes up all of the other garbage fleets that might beat it. Now that was just dumb. See, I killed Mon Mothma because I could, but then that stops their assists, which I don't want to stop. Wow. Kyle took no damage from that. He's like, nah, I'm good. All right. Lose your potency up. Oh, man. Am I going to be stuck against her forever? She's got to remove my turn meter once. All right, there we go. No potency up. She took a turn. Goodbye. All right. This team has an Anakin, has an Ayla. So we can do CLS. So if I had to beat this team, we could do a 2-shot, right? If nothing else, we could 2-shot this. Bring in a team like CLS, kill Qui-Gon, and then just come back in and clean it up with something else. I want to try that. Let's see where we can use this CLS team. I mean, we could beat almost anything we want with the CLS team. So let's use the CLS team here just for funsies, right? Let's experiment with it and see how far we can get. So basically, we're going to stun Anakin, and we're going to try to kill Qui-Gon right away. In theory, if Han can keep Anakin stunned, then, you know, maybe good things happen. If not, we'll learn something. All right, so I just said I'm going to stun Anakin, and then I immediately clicked the wrong character. Oh, man. Yep. Nope. Nope. That wasn't it. That wasn't what I was planning to do. Oh, man. I moved the mouse over there, and I clicked, and like... it didn't even move on to Anakin. All right, let's see. What else can we clear out here? Let's... I don't know. Let's just clean up the Ewoks and just be done with it. We got Ewoks and we got Jedi team. So we can do Padme against Ewoks. And we get this, right? So we'll do Padme against the Ewoks, and then we'll do our little Jedi team against the other Jedi team. And then we'll be done, and we'll move on to the old Obtisio account. All right, Wicket, get kicked. Kicking Wicket. Bam. Jump on him. No Elder. Ewok team without Elder is just like no threat at all. At least I feel like that. Alright, low gray. Get out of here. We got courage stacks coming out everywhere. So we'll boop you on the face. Stun. Yeah, goodbye. Max banners, 57. Good job, Padme. Padme stares at me all the time, and she looks at me, and she gives me a sense of guilt. She's like, I deserve to be better. She's like gear 9 or 10, I think, on this account. Maybe 10. I've never found the priority to even get her to gear 12. And every time I look at her, I'm like, oh, I gotta work on that Padme someday. All right. Let's use this for the assist for right now. We'll go over onto Barris. Embarrassing. Get her killed off first so that we don't have to deal with that super annoying healing stuff that she has going on. Pass around some buffs. Steal their buffs. Dance on Barris's nose. Alright. Big hit. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Pass it back over to Yoda. Yoda's going to pass it over to Hermit Yoda. Twink. Alright. That's a lot of buffs to pass around. Look at all that good stuff I've got. You know what? Revan's just going to go take a turn. We will hit him again and hit him again. And I think we're just going to keep going until Old Ben is done. Bastille is not too much of a threat. Not even scared. This Relic 8 Yoda. Jumping all over the battlefield. Let's go ahead and get mastery on him too. You whoop. You whoop. Yeah. Just put it on auto at this point. Let it ride. Alright, let's see if there's anything else on chat. Good thing you had Nihilus with Savage. Yeah, exactly. I just cleaned up a solo sea in territory war with Wampa. That's pretty good. You cleaned up a solo sea in territory war. That's more than I thought he would be able to do. All right, let's just check and see if we've got anything left that can beat this First Order team here. What do we even have? It's nothing worth trying. We've got a Shock T that's good. We could put together like you know, some kind of, yeah, no, whatever. It's done. I'm done. I'm done. Let's see if my opponent played any more or if he's just still at 66 banners. Look at the overall map. Yeah. See, he's demoralized. He'll come in here and he'll look and he'll be like, eh. Alright, so I think we got the win there. I think we're good. Winner. Chick and dinner. Alright, let's take a look at the Obtisio count. For those of y'all that are hanging out here, chilling out in the channel, please remember to use the like saber. Annihilate that like button, cut it, slice it, dice it, zap it with lightning, whatever you got to do. Get that like button out of here. Helps me, helps the channel, and I sure would appreciate if you could do that. TCO's opponent is Sam Gratte. Les Actifs. Maybe it's French. Gratte. Sam Gratte. Oui. Galactic Battles 1:17:5. So that puts it 3.5 years old, somewhere between 3.5 and 4 years old on this account. Stat-wise, 5.5 million galactic power, 2-3 in ships, 3-1, 3.2 in characters. He's got the Chimera as his fleet in Fleet Arena. No Malevolence, no Negotiator. Okay. Now, if my opponent watches this, focus your get to on your capital ships, Negotiator, Malevolence. You need them. I guess he's going for Starkiller. He's got the Revens. Although, there's Malik. Relic 3 Malik. Relic Juhani. Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. 5.5 million galactic power. Building meta teams. No galactic legends. I mean, this account has fun non-meta or non-GL teams, but boy, I sure wouldn't want to be 5.5 million, almost 4-year-old account with no GLs. We got to commit, boys and girls. We got to commit to those GLs. And once you get your first GL, when you get your very first GL, where does it go in Grand Arena? On defense. That's right. You were listening earlier. You know that you build these GL teams, and as soon as you get one, you slap it on the bottom front and cut down the amount of teams that you need to be able to win on offense, and you just leave it there for the rest of your GAC career. When you have 3 GLs, how many GLs do you put on defense? That's right, 2 out of 3. When you have 5 GLs, how many do you put on defense? That's right, by the time you have 5 GLs, you put all 5 on defense, and you rely on your GL beating teams on offense to beat the opponent's GLs. Maybe. Maybe you keep 1 on offense. If I had 5 GLs and one of them was Sith Eternal, I'd put 4 on defense and keep Sith Eternal on offense because he's usually good for killing almost anything. Just about anything on offense. And then you work on non-meta teams and or non-GL teams and Datacron teams to beat your opponents on offense. All right, so we've got this arranged by speed. I already know what I expect to find here. Look at this. 256, fastest character. 256, the fastest. Grandmaster Yoda, character known for being fast. 241. I mean, a speed arrow is already 30 speed. 32 speed on his arrow. And he's only got 30 speed in all the rest of these mods. Yoda's so sad. Look at this. 6-dot mods with no speed appearing in the stats. An offense mod with offense main stat, which is good. But look at these substats. Tenacity, defense, and protection. Wow. That is, I mean, you want crit, chance, offense, defense or health or whatever is not bad. But crit chance, offense, flat offense, something. Goes in the category of mods that I would not waste materials on 6-dotting. Guys, I'm not trying to make fun of my opponent. I'm not belittling or saying anything about my opponent. I'm just trying to use the state of this account to educate you guys on what's important in Grand Arena. That's my only point. We've got a Darth Revan team here that I'm pretty sure I can't beat. We're gonna give it a try though. We're probably gonna get in there and give it a try. Something. Yeah, because we got to try to figure out something. Okay, and then up front here we got more relic teams. This raid team, we might be able to trooper that. Oh boy, this team, Gas, is in a Padme team. He's not leading any clones. He's chilling out second fiddle in a Padme team. Interesting. I guess, is this person hoping that people think that that's Jedi Knight Anakin and play it like it's JKA? I don't even know. This is a lot of relics to beat for me, though. If this guy plays, I will lose. Even though his mods aren't great, it's really a lot of relics. And I don't know what I do against a Padme team with Gas. Clones, I guess. I don't think Dash Rendar is going to work here. Do I have 350 first or just 2? Yeah, we've just got 2. So that's what we have to try here, right? We have to try shock with a couple clones. We have to stall and then zap him and then zap Padme. What Datacron do we have that's best for stalling? 131% defense. Crit damage, crit avoidance. That seems like a stall mod. Alright. If they kill 5s, this doesn't work, right? So they have to try to kill Rex, and they kill Rex and get a sacrifice, and then Rex has to take a ton of clone turns to make the aerial advantage work. Not great. You don't need GLs if you have GL counters and a good defense banner takers. Traya Omicron can beat Revan if you have it. I don't have it on this account yet. I'm literally like, what was it, like 2 Omicron pieces away from getting it. So we'll get there, but okay. Alright, so we're just gonna go here and take clone turns. Just take clone turns. More clone turns. We're not going to heal quite yet. I feel like we're going to take big damage on Anakin's next turn. So we're going to soak that hit. Okay, fine. We'll heal right now because we're so close to the aerial advantage. But we just haven't taken enough clone turns. We have not taken enough turns with clones for this to pay off. So let's just do this. Take a lot of clone turns. And I'm actually going to zap Padme first. Okay. All right. Boop. And then I think Gas probably we don't win until we get the aerial advantage again, but we'll get it pretty fast the second time. First one takes a while, the second one comes up quick. And we're through. Okay. This Revan team. How do we want to beat Revan? CLS team beat Revan. Yeah, we've got to get through the top. If we're not going to get through bottom, we've got to get through top. I just don't know what I have that beats this Darth Revan team. Malik is just a nuisance. I don't have the Traya Zeta or Omicron, the Traya Omicron yet. I don't know if I've tried Radis against this team. I feel like Radis is not going to work. Troopers? We could do troopers here. And the troopers have a chance. Even though I have small troopers, if I bring in my Gideon version of the troopers, it should win, right? The Gideon version of the troopers win as long as the first mass assist kills Bastila. If we don't kill Bastila with that first mass assist, then there is no hope for us. And if we don't take in the Gideon version, the Veers version of the mass assist will trigger Malik, and then we lose from there. So, and if we try the troopers here, then we don't have them for Ray up top. Go for broke. We're gonna go for broke because we either we have to get a lot of things dead, or I don't think we got a chance in this GAC, right? So let's take this in. Moff Gideon, drain right there. Use all of our turns. And if she doesn't die, then we're just done. Right? We lose on the spot. 79. It's not enough. It's not going to be enough because she'll have foresight. So just that foresight, avoiding one of the attacks. I can't guarantee it won't be the first Dark Trooper punch that gets avoided. It should be the Veers attack that gets avoided, but I think we're going to take the troopers in here, and then we're going to take the Radis team in against that team in the bottom, and we're going to try to do something wacky with it. See what we can do. I don't think it'll work, but I'm going to give it a try. All right, here we're going to use the Piet version. No, we got to use the Gideon version. He'll go debuff him, give her full turn meter. We'll drain it out. We'll kill him. We'll kill Stick Ray first. And we'll have plenty of turn meter to do all of the things that we want. Okay, so here we go. Oh, man, come on. Come on. I keep mistargeting. So frustrating. We'll kill Stick Ray first, and then I don't target Stick Ray. So dumb. Alright. We got it, though. We're getting it. Bam. Big stun. Thanks, Finn. Take a big slash to the head here. Alright, you know what? 57 banners. Dat Trooper team. Pretty good. Alright, this team. Does CLS beat this team? I think CLS must beat it, right? CLS must beat this team. Jedi. I need to pick Jedi. I want Rebels. This is just a damage fest, and I'm relying on my relic levels to beat him. So, even if it's a bad matchup, his mods are bad, I'm going to go on Yoda, and I'm just going to hit Yoda until Yoda's dead, and then finish off the rest. J-Wo says, easy. Alright, here we're actually going to target a character that we want to target first. Okay, Yoda. let's do this. Man, that Yoda hitting hard. Chewie down. Man, CLS going down. Change stances to get some life back here. Yoda dodges. Oof! Oof! Wow! That's impressive, guys. That was impressive. Pretty sad about that. Alright, so what are we going to do here now? How are we going to beat this? How do we beat this? Relic 6 Yoda just did a ton of damage to me. Maybe we take the Radis team in here. I'm not going to get top and bottom against this player, so let's just do this. They can't kill Jin. As long as they don't target Radis. If they just mark down Radis and target him, then we're probably done. But otherwise, we'll try to set it up so that we can get a kill. And they mark down Radis immediately. Ugh. Alright, let's see if we can stun Revan here. Nope. Get over on Yoda. Throw a grenade, because why not? Alright, get off my Radis. Just got to do that to get the force sight off. Let's gain back some protection here. Let's keep working on Yoda for now. Okay, they switched over to Cassian. Fine, whatever. Get the exposes off of Yoda. Hey. Alright, we need a critical hit. So let's get a critical hit. Boink. Guess who's back? Cassian's back. Ooh, Cassian's going out again, though. He ain't staying for long. He ain't hanging out. Not hanging out with us. Alright. Come on, Radis. You got to get the download going, buddy. Okay. Jin's chilling. We're going to do the area effect, see if we can get... Oh, Savior, come on. Get Savior. We don't want to do the download right now. Let's get Savior popped. Try to get them in a position where we're okay with the ult. Now seems good. Okay. Let's do this. Do mass assist. Oh, 2 hit points on this Revan. Get him, Jin. Pop some exposes. All right. Like I said, this team just kind of chills out and does nothing, and then they do the ult and things go well. It's kind of a fun little team. It was not easy for me to play at first. I kind of had to figure out like the just buying time strategy. The strategy with this team is simple. Don't die. Use the download and win. All right, let's look at shippies. Radis and some kind of Chimera fleet that might actually be good. Okay, I think Malevolence and Negotiator. I think Malevolence is probably better here. I feel like Malevolence probably works better here. So let's take that. Select, 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 and then do I have Cassian? What do I have here? What do I have to deal with Hound's Tooth? I can't take that. Can't take that. Or that. Or that. Yikes. Alright, I guess taking Xanadu Blood as a reinforcement. Good enough is good enough. Let's get in there and get it done. Sean Unavailable with said in response to the without Dark Troopers it wouldn't be easy. He said without Loquitur it wouldn't be easy. Crack me up. All right. Do your thing, boss. Great. Like, we're fine with that. Let's just do area effect. It'll put spy into stealth. It's kind of a bunch of stuff I don't care about really, right? We'll put buzz droids on everybody. Okay, Sunfac has to taunt here. Why? We don't have any buffs. Arg! Alright. So the buzz droids are removed. Now I'll put buzz droids back on. I guess if we can catch Spy here, it's good. We don't, we catch Sunfac. We've got buzz droids here, though, so let's try. Let's see how much Hound's Tooth. Yeah, good job, guys. Good job, buzz droids. Super annoying. When you have buzz droids on your side, it's nice. When the buzz droids are on the other side, very inconvenient. All right, can't get the buffs off of this guy, it seems like. Stuck getting the retribution all over ourselves. All right, buzz droids for you. Buzz droids for everyone. 66 banners. Fantastic. Going in here, selecting our Galactic Republic fleet. Making sure we get the right Galactic Republic ships down. Boom, 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 boom. In we go. Yoda's on some juice. Yeah, that Yoda went crazy on my CLS team. He was like, bam, take 60,000. Yeah. All right, we got a triple Millennium Falcon build here, guys. This is unique in all the world. 3 Millennium Falcons for the price of 1. We're gonna do this. Just get some good damage onto that Ray ship. See, he committed. He committed to this Ray hard. I guess I should have kept. I should have kept Scavenger selected there. All right, let's use our big skill here. Get Scavenger out. Yay, threat eliminated. We'll do this and kill him. Oh, man. So good. So good. You saw how much damage that Scavenger Ray is able to do. She put Jedi Knight Anakin's ship right through the first instance of unending loyalty. No problem. Smash. All right, what can we do that has a chance here? Something with Thrawn, Vader. We could do something like Palpatine, Thrawn, Vader. It doesn't give us Mara Jade. We can't really use Mara Jade here anyway. So if we do Vader, we do Merciless Massacre. We target Bastila first, do a basic attack, get rid of the Foresight. Then we do a Force Crush on Malik. Get rid of the Foresight on Revan, but put dots onto Bastila. Then we hit Revan. Then we've got to pass the turn right back to Vader. And hit Bastila Fallen again. So... Or do we kick Malik? Or do we kick Revan? What's the right thing to do here? Could Dash work? I think the amount of fears coming out of Dash is not good. There's so much area effect damage that that they'll kill Vandor Chewbacca even without trying. Interesting. This is interesting. I did not think my Thrawn would be faster, which actually creates a problem for me. But we can get rid of the Foresight on Bastila. That's nice. Now we can do Merciless Massacre. We can do the Force Crush here. And we can just give that a shot. It's not enough. Not enough. Yeah. Okay, there's nothing preventing us getting turn meter, right? We can still get turn meter. If. That team is good. That team is so good. Malik is just such a menace. We'll try the Dash team. We pulled their skills, you know, they used all their area effect stuff, so we've got at least a couple turns where we can throw out some stuff. And basically what will happen is I'll trigger Malik to taunt, and I'll get stuck behind that. But we'll give it a try, because they both used up their big area effect skills. So L3 can soak some hits, and we'll see what happens from there. Oh, there's the fear. Dash is stunned. We'll just taunt here. And I'm going to basic on Bastila to try to get her down on health. And then we're going to see if the area effect is enough to kill her. Not even close. She is tanky. Dash is all feared up. Actually not bad. I mean, it's not as bad as it could be, right? Mark 3. Get Dash healed up a little bit here. Fears everywhere again. Losing all of our turns. Malik being super annoying. L3 dying for the 413th time in the matchup. It's pretty fantastic. Well, area effect. See what we can get done here. Spark it up. Fear on Dash again. I mean, honestly, the fact that we're still living at this point is pretty impressive. Bastila is gaining back health and protection at just a good enough rate that it doesn't look like we're going to get through her. All right, come on, kill. Ooh. Ew. E. It's over. So they killed Dash. I didn't see that he had the death mark on him, but something prevented the res. Yeah, so we're going to be done with that. We'll try to clean up these bounty hunters and night sisters if we can. Let's do the same thing we did before, right? We'll do Savage, and we'll try to bring in Nihilus. Ooh, this Nihilus, so bad. Not even 7 stars. What? How do I not have a 7-star Nihilus? He's on the same node as the binoculars. Huh. I have to finish him out to 7 stars. Gear 8. Pretty awful. But these guys are all Relic 1, so they may not be able to get through him. Do we want all this defense? Or do we want Nihilus to convert everything to health? That's maybe better against these guys. That way we can just heal up and do our thing. Put in Scion for the fun of it. Experimentation time, guys. I'm having fun. Doing some experiments here. See if we can keep Nihilus alive. We'll start with the Boba Fett. Bonk. Cooldowns. Alright. Bosk is, for some reason, not taunting. Did I somehow get an ability block on him or something that made him do something different with his first turn? It's pretty weird. Hey, they killed Scion. That's nice. Only like 12 more turns until... Ooh, ow. Savage. Come on, man. Not like this. Not like this. Yeah, Nihilus, come on, man. Yeet. He barely healed from that. They're gonna kill him. Yeah, they're gonna kill him with the next shot. Alrighty. Put it on auto. Oh. Yeah, too much damage. Need that Savage Omicron. We're just gonna be done. We're gonna be done here. Nothing to see here. We still got the Qui-Gon team. We still got Qui-Gon. We've got Qui-Gon. Should be able to do something here, right? Bring in Mace. Where's Mace? Mache Windu. Gear 12 Wampa probably not gonna do the trick either. Okay. Attack Django here. Alright. And then we'll get over here. Do some work on Boba. Do some work on Bosk. Bam. Okay. Get that out of here. Get this out of here. And get that out of here. Bing-a-da-bing-a-da-boom. Qui-Gon down and Anakin angry. Angrykin. Alright, that concludes this round of Grand Arena. Message for the day, guys. Always take your very best team and put them on defense. You know what? I think we need to do that as well. Let's go in here and trade out. No. We want to do this in the front. Our defenses are so weak that we actually need to do something different on this account because we don't have anything that's strong enough to hold bottom front. So what could we take on offense? What could we take on offense? Yeah, let's just replace this team. Here we go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this janky old CLS team. We're going to throw that on defense in this back wall so that my opponent is going to come back here and he's going to be like, ha ha, we got to, oh no, what's that CLS team? Because that's how opponents talk. They have a high, annoying falsetto. That's how your opponents always talk. Hello. There we go. CLS team on the back wall, that's better. See if we can hold anything up on the back wall now. Probably have CLS on defense for a little while. Keep these teams on defense here for fleet. Hold the fleet spot. Sweet spot, fleet spot. Probably a loss if my opponent plays. If he doesn't play, we get a win. So there you go. That's how it's going to work out. I think Loquitur is a win. I think TCO is a coin flip whether the opponent plays or not. Although he did put a lot of his best relics down on defense. We shall have to see. All right, guys. Going to wrap it up here soon. Do you have any last-minute questions? I'll catch up on chat. How do you beat Jabba with C? Is that even possible? Sith Eternal. I actually haven't messed around too much with Sith Eternal against Jabba. Is that just a loss? Does C just lose against Jabba? I don't even know. I feel like in 3s, C would have a good chance. I feel like in 5s, he pretty much just... I mean, Jabba just dominates him in 5s, right? I feel like that must be the way it goes. You guys let me know. Let me know if you know. What's your thoughts on the Jawa packs that pre-hyperdrive players get? I mean... You guys must know, I'm not a big fan of packs. So, in my opinion, the makers of the game overvalue certain items. So when I look at this, and I think if I was an early game player, if I'm in my first 2 years of play, I could buy this for crystals. Or I could buy this many crystals and have 32 Cantina refreshes. So if I look at this gear here, and I compare that to 32 Cantina refreshes, I'm going to take those 32 Cantina refreshes every time. That's 3 refreshes a day for 11 days that I might not otherwise get it. That's a ton of currency for the Cantina store. I do the Cantina runs. I get all the stuff off the Cantina. I go here. I buy this ship over and over again. I feed the shard shop with it. I have such a hard time justifying packs like that. Not because the packs aren't worth it, but because simply getting my refreshes is worth more. Once you've got 3 refreshes a day on every energy type, then it's a different equation, right? I'm already getting all my Cantina refreshes, so this 3,200 crystals no longer represents Cantina refreshes. But what I'm trying to do on this account now is get the profundity to 5 stars. That means I need 3,000 crystals in the bank, unused, untouched, by the end of the month, so that when the profundity event comes up, I'm going to be able to get the 10 for free that you can always get for free, but then I need 3 more refreshes to take this to 70. So now that 3,000 crystals is my ticket to a 5-star profundity to try out, and maybe it's something that I need, and maybe it's something that I don't, but I want to find out. So this 3,000 represents 30 capital ship shards. And again, I just look at this and go, no, I'm going to get this gear. It's not a problem for me to farm this gear or buy it out of the shops, but I can't get those ship shards any other way. So for me, stuff like this is always incredibly hard to ever justify, because I want the crystals to go to refreshes, or I want the crystals to go to things that I otherwise couldn't get any other way. That's my opinion. I mean, that's how I think of it. Niamako says it's a timeout. So if it's a Relic 9 Jabba, then it just times out against C. I usually time out against Jabba with C, says Elijah. Feels the same thing. I've only seen Jabba once in Squad Arena and killed him with C there. Interesting. I don't want your opinion now, but in a few months I'll ask you when is the right time to get the second big fleet. I think 4 GLs. So honestly, I think you do a mega fleet first and 2 GLs. I love the way an account runs with 2 Galactic Legends and a fleet. But then I think you do 2 more Galactic Legends and then you do your second big fleet afterwards. You didn't want my answer, but now you got it. The Jawa bundles are different for everyone. I spent 32 for 20 impulse detectors, 10 signal data, and a few other bits. It still comes down to the same logic. Impulse detectors are hard to get, but I can get them. I mean, I can get them out of the game. So let's look at impulse detectors. So basically it's these parts, and once you make enough purchases out of the shard shop, you're going to get these purchased out of the shard shop to the point where you have more of them than you need for your next relic character. And you can see, like, I go in here quite frequently and trim these down so that I have 30 of each. And I just did it the other day. I had like 90 of these and 60 of these and whatever. So I trimmed it down to where I have 30 of each. I'll have them if I need to relic a character. But I feel fine farming this for the impulse detectors. So yeah, even for that, I just struggled to convert crystals to materials that I could buy otherwise, or farm. And then, because those crystals can be used to get cat shards. They could be used to get, well, I don't know if they could be used to get cat shards anymore, but that's what I used mine for a long time. Just use them to get stuff where you can't get it elsewhere in the game. Capital ship shards. Buy the Radis so that you can go for Ray someday. Buy the Finalizer if you don't want to build the fleet for SLKR. Stuff like that. Again, it's my opinion. It's how I feel. It's what I've calculated to be efficient. Doesn't mean it's right. Simp said, got it. I was joking. I wanted it. Nice. That's funny. Reverse psychology. I told you I didn't want your opinion because I really did want it. I knew you'd answer. That's funny. All right. I just got my first R4 Wampa Ami on defense. Surprised me when he stayed alive and activated the second part of the Ami. Oh, man. Put a Wampa on defense so you didn't beat him with the first team, and then from there on out he's solo. Yikes. Managed a convincing win today. A full clear too. Good job, Graham Case. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Looks like the chat and the questions are finishing up. So I'm going to move on and sign off for the day. Chill out a little bit. Remember to like the video if you haven't done that already. Subscribe to the channel and see more stuff like this in the future. Always brag about the Discord that we've got going on. If you're not a member on the Discord, check it out in the link to the Holocron description down below. Just click on that. It'll take you over to the Discord. And it's a great place for community discussion. Got a guild opportunity over there right now. The guild that I'm in with the Abticio account is looking for some more members. The Rogue Guild, that's maybe a little bit more advanced version of the Foundlings Guild, is looking for some members. So mid-game players, you know, somewhere between 4 and 7 million galactic power, people with well-developed accounts. If you're looking for a good guild that punches way above its weight, this good guild to be a part of. The link is in the Discord. Just you know, go over there and check into it and see if maybe you can join that guild. So some opportunities that pop up like that in the Discord. So hope to see you over there. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you in the next Holocron.